Hello everyone, welcome to Reboot and Rise with MLR. In our last video, we have explored how to write and execute a simple Java program. In this video, let's take it a step further and look into our next element that we can include in a Java program. Let me ask you this way. Have you ever written a piece of code and then looked at it a month later and thought, what the heck I'm looking at? This happens more often than we admit in real time. As a developers, we write code that makes perfect sense at that moment. But as the time passes, the logic, the purpose, and the why behind that code begins to fade. Now imagine someone else, maybe your teammate or someone new joining, who needs to understand your code. How will they know? What does the each part of the code do? Why did you write a certain way? Was it something temporarily or intentional? Without any guidance, even a well written code can feel like a puzzle, and often it takes a lot longer to understand than it should be. What if our code could explain itself in a plain English comment text, just few lines here and there, not for the computer, but for the human who reads it, right? That's the real purpose of Java comments. They don't change how the code runs, but they make easy, easy for developers to understand when they read it. So that's where the Java comments comes into picture, where they describe the aim of the program or variable or method or any other piece in the program. And Java has Java offers three types of comments. One is single line comment, and second one is multi-line comment, and third one is Java documentation comment. So single line comment that starts with slash and ends in the same line, whereas in the multi-line it starts with a slash star and ends with the star slash, where you can write in multiple lines. Whereas documentation comment, it starts with the slash double star and then end with star slash. So this documentation comment mainly for generating a HTML documentation kind of a document for our program. When we give our bytecode to outside world, where we need to generate a documentation and then provide that documentation to the outside world so that they can read our documentation and understand the purpose of our Java code that we have written. Okay. Let's look at a simple example how we can write these comments in our program. I'll write a simple class and let me save this file with comment demo.java. Save as. And then I'll write a simple main method, public static void main string args, and we need to have a open curly brace. Then within this one, within the main method, I'll write a simple variable. We'll talk about these variables later. Something like this. And then I'll write some English statement saying like user is used for. So when someone reads this line, and they'll understand and when someone reads this line, they'll understand, oh, okay, this variable is used to store this number, and that will be used for eligibility check later in the program. I'll write some if code. Don't worry, I'll cover this if and all later in the conditional statements. Something like this. semicolon. And then this is a single line comment example, and then I'll go with a multi-line comment. So it starts with a slash star. This block checks for discount eligibility, senior citizens, whose age is 60 plus to get a discount. And then I'll close this comment star slash. And I'll write a documentation comment as well. So for that, what I will do is like I'll write a method public, and this method returns some integer square, and this takes some int for this class. Don't worry about all these things like what is this int and what is this int num and all. Just concentrate on the comments like what we are writing slash and followed by multi-line comment, and how are we writing this documentation comment. So I'll write something like calculates square of the given number okay, that's okay. And let me run this program. So we have written like 3 comments here. One is single line comment, and then the other one is multi-line comment which talks about this particular block. And then for generating a document for this method, I've written this documentation comment. Let me run this code. I'll go to command line and I'll see java c comment demo.java. Okay, so this error shows that we have missed something return statement in the square method. So I'll just write return num times num and semicolon. Don't worry about this return and the return type and all. We'll talk about in object oriented. Let me go console and run it once again. Okay, then java comment demo. So basically like this program has run and we got the output since age is greater than 65, 65 is greater than 60, and this line of code ran and we got it. So let me generate. So what is the purpose of this one? This is to generate a HTML documentation. So now I'm going to generate the HTML document in this folder. How do we generate the HTML documentation is we need to go with java doc, and in case if you have more than one class, you can go with the star.java, or else if you have one, in this case like we have only one class that we need to generate documentation. So I'll go with the document demo.java, and here you can see like it's going to generate some HTML files. There it is. Now in this one, like just click on this index.html, and so in our case like we have only one class, we don't have any interfaces, so that's where like it's showing only one class. Click on this comment demo and it shows like we have two methods, one square. This is the comment this is the comment that we have written in our documentation. So for that method, it takes input int and it returns int, and what it does is it calculates square of a given number. So that's what we have given comment for this one. Okay, so and then remember, like if we write comments, if you write any code within a comment, those code will not run. So whatever you write, the JVM will simply ignore this one. This is for our human understand only. Okay, so example, if I put this one, JVM assumes like this is a comment and it doesn't, it won't execute this line of code. Let me execute now. Java C comment demo. I need to compile once again because I made a change. Java comment demo. See, now this line did not run because this is in the comment. Okay, that's it about the comments, guys. I hope you're clear on the comments, like what type of comments we have and how do we use those comments in our code. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep learning, keep coding. Thank you all.